ability to tackle problems. Staying late, checking every box. Saying your skills, your knowledge, your ability to tackle problems, that's yours forever. That's your real edge. Every day ask yourself, am I learning something new? Am I sharpening my mind, my grit, my ability to bounce back? If you're nodding yes, then no matter what the world throws at you, you're ready. Most people chase paychecks, titles, or applause, but they miss the real game, investing in themselves. Read more, think deeper, speak better, push your limits, take risks, mess up, then mess up smarter. Every stumble teaches you more than any to-do list from your boss. Success isn't about killing it at your tasks. It's about growing into the person who nails those tasks. When you level up, your work does too. And when opportunity comes knocking, you won't just be ready, you'll be unstoppable. So don't just grind for your job, grind for you every single day, every single hour. That's how you build a life no one can take from you. When we talk about winning in life, most people picture climbing the corporate ladder, snagging the corner office, or banking a fat salary. But here's the truth they often miss. The best investment you'll ever make is in you. Not your car, not your house, not the stuff you flex for the world, but your mind, your skills, your habits. Back when I was starting out, I was desperate for a good job. I applied everywhere, got rejected left and right, doors slammed in my face. But then it hit me. The people who were winning weren't just lucky. They'd been building themselves up long before the big break came. They read books, honed skills, worked on their mindset. Their real wealth wasn't cash in the bank. It was their ability to learn, adapt, and grow. Investing in yourself means knowing that jobs come and go, companies rise and fall, but your skills, your knowledge, your mindset, those are yours for life. The more you grow, the more doors open. The more doors open, the more freedom you have. Not just to quit your job, but to own your choices, your path, your future. Picture this. If you spend all your energy trying to impress your boss or hit deadlines without growing yourself, you're like a bird learning to fly in a cage. You get cozy, feel safe, but when that cage door swings open, you're stuck, wings too weak to soar. That's why betting on yourself, your learning, your skills, your mindset matters more than anything. It's not always about spending money, though that can help. It's about choosing a book over your phone, a new skill over Netflix, or practicing grit instead of griping. It's about surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, who make you better, instead of wasting energy on envy or comparison. Every hour you put into yourself is a seed planted for a future full of possibilities. I'll never forget starting my first business. I knew next to nothing about tech, finance, or leading a team, but I made it my mission to learn every day. Read, ask questions, fail, and keep going. Every flop, every awkward moment, every mistake was an investment. It wasn't easy, it took effort, patience, sometimes humiliation, but it built skills, wisdom, and confidence that carried me forward. Investing in yourself also means owning your strengths and weaknesses. Too many people try to fake perfection, but the real win is knowing where you need to grow and working at it every day. No job, no boss, no paycheck will make you better unless you decide to make yourself better first. The world rewards those who show up ready, and that readiness comes from you, not your job title. The most successful people I've seen aren't the ones slaving away 12 hours a day on autopilot. They're the ones putting in time on themselves, learning, failing, reading, practicing, growing. They know the world's always changing, and today's skills might not cut it tomorrow. That's why investing in yourself is never a waste. It builds, it compounds. It opens doors you didn't even know were there. A lot of people think once they've got a steady job, a routine, some comfort, they're set. They think stability equals safety, and safety equals success. But here's the harsh truth. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Stop learning and you start falling behind. The world doesn't pause, tech evolves, markets shift, industries vanish. If you're coasting on what you already know, you're setting yourself up to crash without even seeing it coming. Continuous learning keeps you sharp, adaptable, ready. Early on, I noticed the people ahead of me weren't always smarter or lucky. They were relentless learners. Even with secure jobs or thriving businesses, they never stopped reading, questioning, experimenting. That hunger gave them an edge comfort could never match. Learning isn't just about degrees or classes. It's about staying curious, challenging what you think you know, pushing yourself to grow. Most people get stuck in routines because they're easy, predictable. They work, go home, binge TV, repeat. They call it hard work, but they're slipping behind. Continuous learning takes effort, humility, discipline. It means carving out time to improve, even when it's inconvenient. When we built our first company, I was clueless about so much. Investors, tech, leadership. Every day, I had to learn something new. Books, seminars, mentors, failures. Each mistake taught me more than any textbook could. That's the power of learning. It beats comfort every time, preparing you for challenges before they even hit. Continuous learning also means stepping out of your comfort zone. Most people cling to what's familiar because it feels safe. But the world doesn't reward safe. It rewards those who take risks, try new things, embrace discomfort to grow. Every skill you pick up, every idea you explore, every challenge you tackle makes you stronger in a world that's unpredictable and fast-moving. Learning isn't just about facts, it's about building a mindset of curiosity, resilience, adaptability. A learner knows failure isn't the end, it's a teacher. They know change is coming and they need to evolve with it. Many think experience alone is enough, but experience without learning is just repeating mistakes. Small habits, reading 30 minutes a day, reflecting on your work, seeking feedback, trying new skills, add up to massive growth over time. The people who win aren't the ones chilling in comfort. They're the ones embracing discomfort, asking questions, seeking knowledge, improving daily, even when life feels good. They know comfort's nice today, but learning builds strength for tomorrow. People often think their job defines them. They believe a steady role, a fancy title, or a reliable paycheck means they're secure. But jobs are temporary. Companies pivot, industries evolve, markets crash overnight. What stays with you? Your skills, your mindset, your ability to adapt. When I started out, I got rejected everywhere. KFC, banks, you name it. People said I wasn't qualified, that I'd never make it. Each rejection stung, but it taught me something huge. A job doesn't define your potential. The skills I built, the resilience I grew, the knowledge I gained, those were mine forever. The world's unpredictable. Companies shift gears, tech disrupts, economies wobble. If you tie your worth to your job, you're fragile. But if you focus on growing yourself, learning, improving, adapting, you're unstoppable. No matter if your company folds, your industry fades, or your role vanishes, you're ready. Jobs give you experience, connections, some cash, but they don't teach you everything. Real growth comes from sharpening your ability to think critically, communicate clearly, solve problems, lead others. Those skills stick with you. No job can take them away. In my first business, I saw it clearly. Employees obsessed with tasks and promotions struggled when change hit, but those who grew themselves alongside their work, they thrived, ready for challenges, opportunities, leadership, when others weren't. Jobs are stepping stones, not the finish line. You can chase titles or impress your boss, but without investing in yourself, it's all shaky. Companies reorganize, markets tank, tech makes roles obsolete. If you haven't built your skills, your mindset, you're exposed. But if you've worked on yourself, you move forward no matter what. Jobs teach you how to handle pressure, work with people, solve problems, but only if you reflect on those lessons. Internalize them, use them to grow. If you own your development, no jobs lost can stop you. Or you stay. Change scares people because it threatens their current spot. But change isn't the enemy, stagnation is. Jobs shift, industries evolve, tech advances. If you keep growing, learning, building yourself, you're ready for every curveball. You're the constant, the asset no one can take, the foundation for everything else. When opportunity knocks, it doesn't care about your tenure or title. It cares what you can do, what you know, how you solve problems. Those who invest in themselves are ready because they know jobs are temporary, but their growth is permanent. So many people wake up chasing money. They think a bigger paycheck or a promotion will fix everything. But money's temporary, titles are temporary, recognition fades. What lasts? Growth. Your mind, your skills, your character. When you prioritize growth, the money, opportunities, rewards follow naturally. Early on, I had nothing, no cash, no support, just dreams. I chased jobs, but they were competitive or dead end. I realized focusing on money alone limited me. So I focused on learning, growing, becoming better. That growth was worth more than any paycheck because it let me shape my own future. A paycheck feels good today, but growth builds a foundation for decades. Every hour you spend learning, improving, expanding your skills creates opportunities no salary can match. I've seen talented people mess this up. They pick jobs for money, perks, status. It feels great at first, bank accounts grow, egos get stroked, but then they stall. They haven't learned new skills, haven't grown as leaders, haven't challenged themselves. When markets shift or companies struggle, they're stuck. Growth means embracing challenges, taking risks that don't pay off right away but teach you lessons for life. It's learning to work with people, think strategically, communicate clearly. Even a small job can teach you big things. If you approach it with curiosity and hustle. In our first business, we had no money, no experience, but we focused on growing every day. Every challenge was a lesson, every failure a step forward. We didn't chase quick cash, we chased getting better, learning faster, building something real. That growth opened doors no paycheck could. Growth isn't just about work skills. It's about mindset, discipline, vision. Focusing on money might fatten your wallet today, but growth creates value for you and everyone around you, multiplying over time. Small steps, reading, learning a tool, seeking feedback, seem tiny but outweigh any short-term cash. Growth gives you confidence, independence, the ability to navigate a wild world. It lets you take risks, seize opportunities, create a life not tied to one job or paycheck. When you grow, you inspire others, contribute more, solve bigger problems. The world rewards value, not just effort. A paycheck pays for effort. Growth creates value that lasts way longer. People often think technical skills like coding, accounting, marketing are enough to win. They figure if they're good at their craft, they'll soar. But the truth? Soft skills make the difference between good and great. Communication, leadership, empathy, teamwork, adaptability, those are the foundation of lasting success. You can be a tech wizard, but without soft skills, you'll struggle to inspire, solve real problems, or lead. Starting my first business, I had big ideas and drive, but I learned fast that vision alone wasn't enough. I had to work with people, build trust, motivate them. Communication, empathy, patience, they were as critical as any business know-how. A killer idea flops if you can't rally others to make it real. Soft skills are subtle but massive. Take teamwork. No project wins solo. Even the sharpest talent needs collaboration to shine. Clear communication, active listening, understanding others' views create flow and efficiency. Leaders who skip these skills end up isolated, unable to inspire or handle conflict. Leadership isn't barking orders, it's inspiring, guiding, lifting others up. You don't need a title to start practicing it. Learn to resolve conflict, spot team strengths, help others grow. Empathy and emotional intelligence build stronger bonds. I've seen brilliant people fail because they couldn't connect, couldn't earn trust, couldn't build partnerships. Success isn't solo, it's about relationships. Adaptability and problem solving are huge too. The world shifts fast, tech changes, markets flip, challenges pop up. Rigid people who lean only on what they know struggle when things change. But those with strong soft skills, communication, leadership, adaptability, thrive in chaos. They negotiate, persuade, find creative fixes when the path's unclear. Soft skills amplify technical ones. You might know the best tech or strategy, but if you can't share ideas, influence others, navigate people, your knowledge stays small. Developing soft skills takes work, self-awareness, practice, reflection. Every conversation, conflict, collaboration is a chance to get better. The more you invest, the more doors open, the more challenges you conquer. Unlike tech skills that might age out, soft skills grow with experience. Every person, every situation teaches you more about communication, leadership, teamwork. They're lifelong skills that prep you for a lifetime of impact. Failure. Everyone's scared of it. It stings, it embarrasses, it can feel like the end, but here's the real talk. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every big win, every inspiring story, every game changer started with someone screwing up, often a lot. Learning from failure is your most powerful tool. It teaches lessons no book, no job, no classroom can touch. When I was young, I bombed school exams, flunked college entrances, got rejected from jobs left and right, KFC, banks, government gigs, you name it. Each one felt like a gut punch. But looking back, every failure was a guide. It taught me resilience, patience, how to work harder on myself. Failure forces you to look in the mirror. Success can make you cocky, thinking you've got it all figured out. Failure shows your gaps, your weaknesses, where you need to level up. Ignore it, and you're doomed to repeat it. Run from it, and you're stuck in your comfort zone, missing out on growth. Failure isn't punishment, it's feedback. It means you're trying, pushing your limits, learning. Starting my first business, we flopped constantly. Customers didn't trust us, investors laughed, partners bailed. It felt brutal, but each failure taught us something. Better negotiation, clearer communication, understanding what people really needed. Every setback made us sharper for the next round. Failure builds resilience too. Life will hit you with rejections, collapses, dry spells. If you're used to learning from failure, those don't break you. They're just puzzles to solve, lessons to grab, steps to get stronger. Because you're not shameful, it's necessary. Young folks want instant wins, no mistakes, all glory. But success comes to those who see failure as a teacher, dressed as disappointment. Fail early, learn fast, improve quick. Waiting for perfection or dodging risks just stalls you. Failure teaches humility too. It shows you're not perfect, that you've got more to learn, that others have wisdom to share. Arrogant people who never fail crash hard when life tests them. A learning mindset asks, what can I take from this? How do I do better? Every flop, every rejection, every mistake is a lesson if you choose to see it. Embrace it, break it down, use it to get wiser, tougher, better. Most people think long hours at the office, crushing deadlines, sacrificing weekends, build their future. But what you do outside work shapes you more than what you do at your desk. Those hours spent learning, reflecting, growing beyond your job, that's where the real transformation happens. When I was a young English teacher, the job mattered, but the evenings I spent reading, improving my English, studying business, watching the world, those changed me. Most people think growth happens at work, but it's often at home, in quiet moments, when you invest in yourself. Time outside work lets you step back, see the big picture, spot patterns, learn from mistakes, spark ideas you can't in the daily grind. That's where creativity and strategy live. I remember nights building our first company, not working on tasks, but diving into books, talking to mentors, studying the market. Those hours taught me more than any workday. Young folks often feel guilty taking time for themselves, like it's not productive, but that time, reading, volunteering, networking, thinking, is an investment that lasts a lifetime. It's where you build skills like communication, leadership, emotional intelligence that jobs can't teach. People get trapped thinking their job is their worth. They ditch hobbies, passions, learning because work comes first. But that's short-sighted. The best leaders, entrepreneurs, pros, carve out time outside work to grow, because when change hits, markets shift, tech evolves, opportunities arise, they're ready. That time gives you flexibility, vision that no salary or title can. It's also about balance. Grinding nonstop without reflecting or learning outside work burns you out. You lose curiosity, energy, spark. Winners know growth isn't just about work hours, it's about personal development, relationships, mindset outside them. Spending evenings on a new skill, practicing public speaking, reading, exploring ideas. That's you taking charge of your future. Unlike job tasks that fade, the knowledge, habits, resilience you build outside work are yours forever. That time builds adaptability. Life doesn't wait for your to-do list. Changes hit fast, and those who've invested in themselves outside work can pivot, take risks, seize chances others miss. Every hour you spend growing, learning, reflecting outside work builds tools to tackle challenges, wisdom to make smart calls, and a mindset to create opportunities, not just wait for them. Everyone's chasing quick wins, promotions, praise, instant rewards. They think success is what feels good now. But real success, the kind that lasts, comes from thinking long term. It takes patience, discipline, saying no to easy comfort for bigger rewards down the road. Starting my first business, people told me to quit. Too young, too green, too tough a market, they said, focused on the immediate hurdles. But I saw the long game. I knew if I kept learning, stayed consistent, results would come. They did, but it took years. Long-term thinking lets you weather setbacks, failures, tough times without losing sight of the goal. Every choice you make today shapes your future. Chasing quick cash or titles feels nice now, but it's fleeting. Skills, habits, knowledge, those are forever. They give you options, resilience, freedom in a world that's always shifting. Young folks often want instant success, jumping paths or chasing easy wins. But the world rewards patience, persistence, strategy. A meaningful career, business, or life takes time. Short-term wins don't build lasting impact or independence. Long-term thinking means prepping for what's next, new skills, future trends, challenges on the horizon. You're not stuck in today's limits, you're ready for tomorrow's possibility. Early on, people asked why I took risks, why I didn't chase quick profits. But I knew building something real meant patience, vision, short-term losses, failures. Rejections were part of a bigger plan. That mindset kept me going, learning, improving daily. Long-term thinking shifts how you see work, relationships, life. You value learning over instant results, collaboration over competition, resilience over comfort. You know failure's temporary, setbacks are lessons. Persistence opens doors. It also means patience with people, processes. Success isn't one big move, it's consistent effort, reflection, improvement over time. Leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs who win big know it's a years-long journey. Thinking long-term keeps distractions at bay. In a world of instant gratification, social media, quick rewards, it's easy to lose focus. But if you keep your eyes on the long game, you make deliberate choices, prioritize what matters, every step, every effort builds toward a vision bigger than the moment. It builds confidence too. Knowing you're investing in your future, growing your skills, prepping for challenges, gives you purpose. You don't need instant wins or approval. You're driven by vision, effort, and the truth that real success is a journey, not a sprint. Routines are fine, but comfort can cage you. Growth doesn't come from playing it safe. It comes from challenging yourself daily, pushing past what feels possible, diving into what's tough or risky. Starting out, I faced constant tests, job rejections, starting a business with zero experience. Each one was a chance to learn, adapt, get stronger. If I dodged those, I'd have stayed small, limited, unready for life's curveballs. Challenging yourself daily is what separates dreamers from doers. Start by owning your weaknesses. Too many hide from their gaps, but facing them is how you grow. Bad at communication, practice speaking. Struggle with leadership, lead a small project. Small, consistent challenges like public speaking, tackling tough problems build massive growth over time. Daily challenges forge resilience. Life's unpredictable markets shift, opportunities vanish. Pushing yourself regularly builds the strength to handle surprises. It's not about being comfy when things are easy. It's about being ready for the hard stuff. Starting my company, every day brought hurdles. Convincing customers, pitching investors, rallying a team. Each one was tough, but taught me lessons no book could. Facing difficulty daily builds not just skills, but character, patience, courage. Challenges don't have to be huge. Reading a tough book, learning a new tool, practicing negotiation. Small actions add up if you're consistent. Growth isn't instant. It's built day by day through effort, grit. Challenging yourself also kills fear. Fear of failure, judgment. The unknown stops so many, but when you push daily, you get comfortable with discomfort. Failure becomes temporary. Criticism a tool, uncertainty a chance to create. Fear loses its grip. Daily challenges make you proactive, not reactive. You own your growth. Don't wait for opportunities or guidance. You build initiative, problem solving, confidence. Over time, those daily pushes turn ordinary habits into extraordinary results, ordinary people into leaders, innovators, creators. People think success hinges on talent, luck, or being in the right spot at the right time. But your mindset matters more than any of that. How you think, how you handle challenges, how you approach growth decides whether you hit your goals or stay stuck. Early on, I was told I wasn't smart enough, that I'd fail, that I should aim lower. Rejections piled up, school, jobs, opportunities. Most would have quit, feeling beaten. But I believed I could learn, improve, adapt. That mindset kept me going, seeing possibilities where others saw walls. Your mindset shapes your response to tough stuff. Two people can face the same hurdle. One sees a dead end, the other a chance to grow. A fixed mindset, thinking your abilities are capped or failure's permanent, traps you. A growth mindset, seeing potential in every moment, turns obstacles into stepping stones. It shapes your actions, habits, results. I've seen brilliant people flop because their mindset held them back, focused on fear, comparison, criticism. Meanwhile, folks with less education or resources won because they believed in themselves, stayed persistent, refused to let circumstances define them. Mindset, not talent, made the difference. A growth mindset embraces challenges, stays curious, bounces back from rejection. Every setback's a lesson. Every obstacle an opportunity, keeps you pushing when life pushes back. It also opens your eyes to possibilities. Fearful or narrow thinking blinds you to potential, but a growth mindset spots solutions, connections, strategies others miss. It lets you navigate uncertainty with confidence. Starting my business, I had no knowledge, no resources, just a mindset that said, I can learn, I can adapt. That gave me courage to take risks, push through doubts, find answers. Mindset shapes relationships too. A positive, growth-driven mindset inspires, builds trust, creates collaboration. You handle conflicts, motivate others, influence effectively. It's built through habits, learning from failure, seeking feedback, embracing challenges, staying positive. It evolves with effort, awareness. With the right mindset, setbacks, criticism, uncertainty don't stop you. They're chances to grow, improve, get closer to your goals. Success isn't about circumstances, money, or praise. It's about the mindset you carry, the beliefs you build, the actions you take despite fear, failure, doubt. A growth mindset turns ordinary people into leaders, thinkers, creators. Ordinary challenges into shots at greatness. Most people think grinding at their job, hitting deadlines, chasing promotions, seeking praise is the path to success, but that's not the full story. Jobs are temporary, companies shift, industries evolve, tech changes everything. What lasts is you. Your knowledge, your skills, your mindset. Working harder on yourself means committing to learning, building soft skills, growing resilience. It's embracing challenges, learning from flops, thinking long-term, even when results aren't instant. When you invest in yourself, you become adaptable, confident, ready for any opportunity or obstacle. You build skills no company can take, habits that last a lifetime, a mindset that thrives in any storm. While others chase paychecks or titles, you're laying a foundation for real freedom, influence, impact. The most successful people aren't the ones clocking the longest hours at work. They're the ones dedicating every day to becoming better, investing yourself first, and everything else, opportunities, success, recognition, will follow. You be ready for whatever the future brings, no matter how the world changes.